गुड मॉर्निंग भारी साहब।
गुड मॉर्निंग सर।
मॉर्निंग सर।
गुड मॉर्निंग सर।
आप एकदम बहुत स्मार्ट दिख रहे हैं, टाई वाई लगा के
हाँ सर।
बहुत स्मार्ट दिख रहे हैं।
सर मॉर्निंग सर।
गुड मॉर्निंग सर।
देरी है लगता है,
जी सर।
थोड़ा देरी लग रहा है।
हाँ शायद एक्सटर्नल एग्जामिनेटर जो है आने वाला थे, शायद वो आ रही है, पहुंचा नहीं है।
अच्छा अच्छा, ठीक है।
Oh, thank you. Your work is well done. Yeah, very nicely. I am very satisfied. That one is, I have already shared this sheet. One. Yes. Then they are between. So then Manisha Kumari. I was a little confused that somewhere man mailed me Manisha Kumari. The word is very simple. That Kumari word is very common.
Yes.
In Bihar and
Yes, yeah, that's
every lady has a Kumari. I got mail and I saw that Manisha. Actual name is Manisha.
Manisha Kumari, sir. I'm not changing my surname and all. Actually, I'm from Jharkhand only. Now I'm settled in. Study for everything I'm completed here. Bangalore, now I'm there in Tekati Nagar is
You are basically resident of Bangalore.
I'm from Jharkhand, but and my husband is working there. Yes, ma'am.
सर नमस्कार बारीक सर नमस्कार
नमस्कार नमस्कार सर नमस्कार
नमस्कार.
Yes. I welcome Dr. Samantha from Nicobar University, Pune, for his valuable comments and joining us an external evaluator of ViVa. I also welcome Dr. Ramudev Singh from Patna University for his tremendous comments and joining for the evaluation of ViVa Voce. Now, I welcome Dr. Barik and all the members who have joined online and offline. So, Manisha, the presentation will be of 30 to 40 minutes. Then it will be open questions to the examiner. Now you may proceed. With your permission.
Picture is not coming from the
Yeah.
यहाँ से picture नहीं आ रहा है.
It's a near उसके
Yeah.
Yes. Actually, yes. Okay, Manisha, you must start.
ये हम लोग देख रहे हैं सर भी देख रहे हैं मैडम आप करा के बैठे आप क्या जाइए
That yes.
अच्छा इसको हम कितने बोलेंगे या कुछ इसको
ग्रीन करके ग्रीन है
Yes. Yes.
Good morning, both the externals, Barik sir, Rudra ma'am, and others who have joined online mode and offline mode. I'm Manisha Kumari, and I'm going to present on the topic an analysis of investor perception towards child investment plan under the guidance of Dr. Barik. Now I'll give my brief introduction about myself. I'm Manisha Kumari, presently working with Presidency College as assistant professor. Total experience 7.5 in the academic and 5 years of the industry, where I work with the banking sector, brokerage firm, and all. Agenda for my topic will start from action taken report, introduction, objective, hypothesis testing, analysis result, findings, conclusion. So this will be my agenda for the topic, agenda for the presentation.
Hello, just a minute. Mridanesh sir, I could not see the screen of our presentation. Can you make some arrangement?
Sure. Sir,
If it is possible, no, I could not see because the presentation is not visible to me. Only
Share.
yes. Yes, now it is fine. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Shall I start with the presentation, sir?
Yes. Please go ahead.
Small introduction about myself. I'm working with as an assistant professor in Presidency College. I've done BBA, MBA from VIT, MFA at University, and now I'm pursuing Now, as an assistant professor, I'm handling paper related to taxation, accounting, and finance. So this is the brief introduction about myself. Now I'll move forward with the presentation. Agenda for today's presentation is, first I'll start with action taken report, whatever points was highlighted by external, then introduction, literature review, I'll present it, research objective, hypothesis, research methodology, respondent profile, data analysis, discussion, implication, limitation, and future scope. So now I'm starting with action taken report. So action taken report comments examiner and bibliography not in any order, both in the synopsis and thesis. I have arranged the bibliography in the alphabetical order and in both synopsis and thesis, and synopsis available on 27 to 31. And after that, second observation was wrong interpretation in page number 5 to 87. Actually, here null hypothesis was accepted, but by mistake, I have just not made the correct interpretation. That correction has been done, and now it's available in page number 87. So this was the comment given by the external. Now I can proceed further with the introduction. Introduction about my topic. Here I'm just talking about, my topic is an analysis of investor perception towards child investment plan. So here education plays very important role for the overall development of the individual and society. It empowers the individual to equip with the necessary skill and prepare to contribute positively in the community. Now here, when I'm talking about the education, there are three stakeholders. First is government, educational institution, and parents. Here in my study, I have taken into consideration what all the responsibility parents are doing while investing in the child education. And why I have taken this topic here, reason is education is very important, but it's the commitment of the parents towards the children to help to promote for the enrollment of the highest education. As cost is increasing by 20 to 30%, but income is not increasing in that same proportion. So that attracted me to choose this topic. Investment in the child education is the essential topic to understand in the Indian context, as the quality of talent supply for the future depends on the quality of young mind. Though there was many provisions and schemes are supporting for the education of the children, but really whether those are useful for the student, does the child investment schemes really help financially for the family of the children or not? So this all the points I have taken into consideration, and then I have done my research. What is child investment plan? Child investment plan are the scheme plan to support the education of the student to ensure the fund availability for the payment of fees in time. So and the child investment plan is the financial product designed to help the parents and guardian to keep the money for the children for the future expenses such as education. This plan typically involves the investing in the certain sum of money for the systematic basis on the specified interval. Next, what is the motivation of the study? Investing in the child future is the critical decision of the person. It is a vital to secure the financial stability of the child education and future. With the rising cost of education and inflation rate, it is becoming increasing important for investing in the child investment plan. So motivation of the study was to fill the research gap that exists in the literature regarding the investment behavior and pattern of the parents who wants to secure the child future through investment in the various scheme. So here various literature review was there, which was talking about the pattern of the investment or the investment behavior, but specific to the child education, literatures were less. So due to that reason, I have taken this topic. Now, what are the factors affecting the investment decision of the children? First one is fund requirement, how much fund is required to support the education, choice available for the parents for fulfillment of dream, various plan available for finance the children education, perceived risk involved for the personal saving and investment, choice of the education system, perceived expenses in the academic process, characteristics of the available child investment avenues, and restricting factor in the child investment plan. How do parents invest? So various options are available with the parents. Through that, parents can gather the financial resources for the children education. It can be fixed deposit, selling the real estate or property, provident fund, education loan, child specific mutual fund, specific insurance plan, and the scholarship. Review of literature. Altogether, I have done 62 literature review. In that, it consists of 110 for the journal article, 16 books I have gone through, 13 PhD thesis I have gone through, and 23 other information like various links, money control, and other links I have taken into consideration. So altogether, 162 literature I have reviewed. Certain important literature I'm going to highlight it here. According to Jackson et al. 2019, understanding the parents' perspective on the public alternative education system is the crucial policy for the educator in designing the educational plan that align with the parental preference. Bajaj 2017 has highlighted importance of financial planning in the child education. Sinha et al. 2015 explored the various type of investment plan available in the market for the children. Kumari and Sharma also has done the research and analyzed the impact of demographic factor on the investment preference. Narayana 2016 analyzed the investment preference of the retail investor towards mutual fund. With Kulkarni 2019 identified the factors influencing the investment decision of the individual investor in mutual fund, but did not specify any analysis perception about perception about parents toward investment plan in the child education. So this is the list of certain review of literature. Now I'm moving to the research gap. When I was doing the literature review, I found the following gaps here. Even though so many literatures was available with regard to the investment planning, but none of the literature was supporting how the people are planning for the child education. Factor influencing the parental perception and decision making regarding the choice of educational system of their children. And one more gap I got it, identifying the preferred option to the parents to finance their children education. Now I'll further I'll move. Numerous study was reflecting, and here I got the gap when it comes to understanding the investor perception specifically towards child investment plan. While there is a growing recognition of the importance of long-term financial planning for the child future, limited attention has been made for the study of the factor influencing the investor perception towards the decision making in relation to investment in child future. So based on this research, I have framed my question, research questions. So my research question I arrived to: what is the perception of the parents towards child education system? What are the preferred options for the parents to finance children education? What are the factors that affects the process of decision making of the parents? Is there enough awareness about the investor regarding the investment plan, which make available required fund to secure the futures? So this all are the research question. Based on the research question, I have framed the following objectives. So altogether 4 objectives I have framed it: to identify the investor choice of the child education system, various investment options available towards the child education, to know the investment awareness of the investor to the child education, to investigate the impact of demographic factor to choose to invest in the children. So this all are the 4 objectives. Based on the 4 objectives, this framework has been planned, and according to this framework only I have done all the analysis. So here demographic factors, influence of demographic factor for investor perception, choice of investment plan for the child education. Then in the education system, under education system, 3 parameters have been taken into consideration: selection, how parents are selecting the institution; perceived expenses, whether they are aware about what all the expenses are there and which expenses are more important; investment in child education, that influence the investor investor perception on choice of investment plan. Then investment, so why the reason for child investment preference, attributes, risk and level of satisfaction under investment construct I have taken into consideration, and then I have checked investor perception of the choice of the investment plan for the child. And last one, awareness. So based on this framework, I have achieved all the objectives. Now I move forward for the hypothesis. First, altogether 4 hypotheses are there. Under few more sub hypothesis also has been framed. First hypothesis is there is no significant effect of choice of institution on scope of child investment plan. That is my first hypothesis. That has been fulfilled with the regression analysis. All the details I'm going to give in the further slides. There is no significant effect on the choice of institution on factor contributing to the investment decision for the securing child future. Second hypothesis to meet the second objective, there is no significant effect of the factor contributing to the investment decision for securing the child future on level of satisfaction towards the investment. Third hypothesis is made with regard to there is no significant effect of source of information on scope of child education investment. There is no significant effect of source of information on child investment avenues. And last hypothesis has been fourth hypothesis is there is no significant effect of the demographic variable. I have considered age, gender, parenthood, income, occupation, and family size on child investment decision. And second hypothesis, second part of fourth hypothesis is choice of investment scheme not influenced by any of the different demographic variables. So this all are the hypotheses for my study. And now I will move forward to the research methodology. Research methodology type of research is the descriptive research. I've used descriptive research. Research design is the framework how I have conducted the research. Here statistical tool, which all the statistical tool is taken into consideration. So for my study, simple percentage, ranking, factor analysis, cross tabulation, chi-squared discriminant analysis I have taken into consideration. Population is parents investing in child education. Sampling design I have used convenience sampling. Primary data has been collected, and which method is used for the primary data collection. Here I have used structured questionnaire method I have used. So this is the detail about research methodology. Now next one under research methodology, I have target population. I have taken into consideration parent investing for child education at Bangalore. Sampling technique, convenience sampling. Total sample size I have taken as 447. Data collection tool is structured question. Now I'll move to profile of the respondent. So here, when I'm talking about age, maximum respondents are belonging to age group of 30 to 40 years. Here, almost same. When I'm talking about gender, almost same proportion has been taken. Females are 50.2% and males are 49%. Parenthood, when I'm talking about maximum respondent when couples. Occupation, when I'm talking about maximum were self-employed. The same data is presented in the chart form. Next one, education qualification. So education qualification, maximum respondents are belonging to post-graduation. Monthly income, maximum monthly income respondent were belonging to 63,000 to 84,000 per month salary. Family size also has been taken into consideration, and maximum family size was 4 in number. So again, this is presented in the chart form. I have already explained prior, so I can move further. Now here onwards, objective, I have done the analysis based on the objective. So objective wise only I'll present the analysis. So objective 1, to identify the investor choice for the child education system. So here 3 parameters I have taken into consideration: choice of institution, perceived expenses in education, and investment in child education. So all 3 I have taken here. Ranking and factor analysis has been taken into consideration for analyzing the data. So when I'm talking about ranking data, affordability and overall improvement is the most important factor for the individual while choosing the investment for the institution, followed by other factors. So most important is affordability they are looking for, and after that followed by I have done the factor analysis. Factor analysis altogether 10 items were taken into consideration, and is grouped into 4 main category: external influencer, effective and collaborative learning environment, value expectation, accessibility and learning outcome. So this is the result of factor analysis. Again, the second parameter under education system, that is perceived expenses. So again, ranking and factor analysis has been done for that. So hostel and food expenses are the most important expenses that parents are looking for, and in India, but education in the premium education, that is the second ranking. Then again, all factors are grouped into 3. First one is expenses. Under expenses, traveling expenses, tuition fee, overall overseas educations are grouped together. Then skill development, additional facility, training and developments are there. Now next one again is the third parameter, that is the scope of child investment opportunity. Here certain items are there, and this is ranked and here the first rank is given to opportunity for the continuous improvement is expensive. Only during the education time is easy to do courses. So this is the first and second ranking, and again followed by factor analysis. So factor analysis, all the items are divided into three factors: need and scope of investment, opportunity for good education, and additional courses. So this is the result of factor analysis. Now I'm moving to first objective was tested with the hypothesis. There is no significant effect of choice of institution on scope of child education investment. Here regression analysis was taken into consideration, and regression analysis I got the p-value as 0.286. Your null hypothesis accepted. That means there is no significant relationship between choice of institution and scope of child education. Second hypothesis was framed for there is no significant effect of choice of institution or factor contributing to the investment decision. Here also regression analysis was taken into consideration. P-value is less than 0.05. Null hypothesis was rejected. So here I have concluded there is significantly predict choice of institution significantly predict the investment decision for securing the child future. Second objective here, certain aspect of investment I have taken into consideration. Why? What is the reason behind to do the investment preference factor influencing various attributes, level of satisfaction of investment avenues. Here also I have taken ranking and factor analysis. For parents' preference, fixed deposit is the more important, and again in factor analysis, all the related items are grouped together. Reserve fund, external fund, saving in the service and mutual fund, and other saving funds are there. So likewise, I have done for other also attributes of investment. Again, ranking method is used. Interest and easiness of the investment without affecting other commitment, that is taken into consideration, and again followed by factor analysis. Here grouping is done, and I came to 5 factors: investment attribute, selection, benefit and convenience, and fund management and investment patterns. So this is the result of factor analysis. Here to achieve second objective, I have framed the hypothesis like there is no significant effect on the contributing to the investment decision for securing the child future. And here regression analysis has been taken into consideration. Here significant value is 0.29, which is more than 0.205. Null hypothesis is accepted, and that concludes there is no significant effect on factor contributing to investment decision for securing the child future. Third objective was talking about the awareness of investor regarding the child education. So here various factors, and here I came across with 3 main factors: promotion, awareness, and peer effects. So this is the result of objective 3, and here hypothesis was framed like there is no significant effect of source of information on scope of child education investment, and here I got the significant value as 0.58, which is higher than 0.05, and here null hypothesis was accepted. Next hypothesis is framed. There is no significant effect on the source of information, and here again regression method is used, and here I got the value as 0.01, which is less than 0.05. Null hypothesis was rejected. Null hypothesis was rejected. Objective 4, to investigate the impact of demographic factor to choice the investment in the child education. Here objective is framed as there is no association between various demographic factor and the different aspects related to financial planning of child education. So here I have used cross tabulation, and chi-square values are presented here. So here all the demographic factors association has been found, and age versus all the financial planning aspect is taken into consideration. Then the same thing has been done with the gender, parenthood, occupation, then family size. This all I'll brief in the finding part. Occupation, education qualification with each parameter, monthly income, family size. And after that, null hypothesis, there is no connection between the demographic variable and choice of scheme versus various attributes of investment. So here demographic factors, age, gender, parenthood, occupation, education qualification, monthly income is taken into consideration. And I was trying to find out the connection between the choice of scheme and attributes of scheme. Here discriminant analysis has been taken into consideration, and significant values are presented here. Now I'll move forward to the finding. What are the findings I got it with regard to all the analysis? So first I'll talk about the choice of education. So based on the ranking factor, ranking of the items, affordability and overall improvements are very, very important for the parents while choosing the educational institution for their child. After that, factor influencing the choice of educations are grouped into 4: external, effective and collaborative learning, value expectations. And the most important factors are affordability, overall improvement, and accessibility and learning outcome. So this is related to the choice of institution. Now I'm moving to the second one, that is perceived expenses, which are not the part of the education system. So ranking factors suggest the hostel and food and education in the premium institution in India is the top priority for the investment. Factor analysis, again, it is divided into 4 factors. Skill development, additional facility, training and development are the top priority for the investment. Next one, again, I came to scope of the education system. Here, the most important is opportunity for the continuous improvement. Factor analysis is divided into 3 factors: need and scope of investment, opportunity for good education, and additional courses. So this all are the result for the first objective. Next one, risk related to the allocation of fund in the fund for the child education in future. So ranking shows the high level of concerns regarding the fears of managing the life, while life savings are used for the financial finance is expensive. And fixed asset is available for the education loan are significant. Factor analysis concludes the adequacy of the funds into 6 groups: constraint of the fund management, cost of the funds, fall in saving, source of income, life expenses, inconsistency in the fees and income. So this all are the result for the risk related to adequacy of the fund related to education in future. Next is related to factor that motivates the investment decision for securing the child future. So the most important features they are looking for, that is tax and maturity benefit, unlimited yearly investment, partial withdrawal option. Parents' investment preference for child education, preferred investment avenues are fixed deposit, education loan, provident fund. This all are the options which they are using to make the sufficient fund available for the child education. Next one. Next one, based on the chi-square result, as I have done the analysis, chi-square results, age, all the demographic factor was taken into consideration, and all the financial planning aspect was taken into consideration. So here I am going to highlight it, which all are the significantly associated with the financial. So when I'm talking about age, awareness of the fund for the higher study, education plan for the children, mode of finance, risk perceived, percent of income embarked for SIP, perception of risk are associated with age. When I'm talking about gender, so which all the factors are considered here, that awareness, mode of finance, risk perceived in the personal saving, percentage on income embarked in the SIP, duration of the child investment plan, and expectation of the average returns are associated factors with regard to gender. So here I have highlighted where the null hypothesis was rejected. Those points I have highlighted here. Parenthood, when I'm talking about parenthood, education plan for children, mode of finance, risk perceived for the personal investment, risk perceived for a personal saving, percentage embarked for the SIP, duration is important association with the parenthood. Next one is occupation. With regard to occupation, this all the following are associated financial, like mode, in the income for the SIP, duration is very, very important, and perception about the risk related to child specific mutual funds are important. Again, association has found with the educational qualification of the parents. So education plan for children, mode of finance, risk perceived, percentage of income, duration of the child investment plan, perception towards risk are the associated with education qualification. Monthly income, when I'm talking about association, is there with awareness of fund requirement, risk perceived, perception of risk with regard to child specific mutual fund. When I'm talking about family size, education plan for children, mode of finance for child education, percentage of income embarked for SIP are the associated factors with regard to family size. Next one, conclusion with regard to my finding. Finding highlights the several significant factors. Firstly, by choosing the educational institution, the most important factor which they are looking for, that is affordability and overall improvement. Secondly, when I'm talking about perceived expenses, hostel and food expenses are the most important. When I'm talking about scope of child education investment, opportunity for continuous growth is the important factor. Next one. Risk related to adequacy of fund, fear of managing life expenses are the most important factor which parents have highlighted. When it comes to motivating investment decisions, so tax and maturity benefit is important. In investment preference, when I'm talking about fixed deposit, is mostly preferred by all the parents. Research further highlighted significant influence demographic factors. So age, gender, parenthood, occupation, educational qualification, monthly income, family size, the various aspects of the investment decision and perception. And interpretation, when I'm talking about based on the result of the statistical analysis, it can be concluded that demographic factors not have the significant connection with the choice of scheme, and the null hypothesis is accepted for the variance. On the other hand, attributes of investment have significant connection with the gender, parenthood, occupation, education qualification, and null hypothesis is rejected for this all variables. Discussion part. Sinha and Datta 2020 found the tax benefit and education expenses for the future financial security were the main reason for the parents investing in their child. Same kind of factors identified by the desire of the providing financial support. Lee and Hannah 2018 discovered the Korean parents were motivated to save their child education due to the high cost of tuition. Desire to provide a better future for their children, and the social pressure. Positive perceptions of the investor towards the child investment plan, as highlighted in the work of Pandey and Upadhyay during 2020-22, Pradhan 2016 has significantly impact on the investment decision. They suggested that creating the awareness and promoting the positive perception of the child investment can lead the better outcome of the investor. Study emphasized the role of the demographic variable in shaping the perception and the decision making. The parents, the important factors are affordability, overall improvement. Findings suggest the need for the increase the awareness and education about the benefit of long-term investment and various investment options available for the parents. Study also provide the valuable insight that can be helpful for the policymaker and the financial institution to develop the effective policy and program to support the parents for the planning for the child future. So implication at a different level of implication I've highlighted here. Institution level implication. So investment in the child education is a critical aspect and growth of the development of the nation. So here the input of my research will be provided the framework for the institution and understand the attitude of the investor towards the child investment plan, make the necessary modification of framework which required to change the need of the investor. Policy level implication, when I'm talking about here, I'm talking about the government can use the finding for the research to develop the policy and the scheme which promote the importance of the child investment plan among the parents and encourage them to invest in their child education and development. Next one, financial implication. This result can be used by the financial institution to better understand of the customer requirement and expectation, and according to that they can reframe the child investment plans. Implication for the parents plays very critical role in shaping the child future by investing their education and overall development. So research perception towards the child investment plan can provide the important insight to the benefit and limitation of various investment options for securing the child future. Theoretical implication, the study contributes to the literature to highlight the importance of demographic variable in the investment decision related to child investment plan, and is useful for the financial institution to design the investment product which cater the different demographic segment and improve the customer satisfaction and loyalty of the customer. So this all are the implication, research contribution. So this research work contribute to provide the comprehensive understanding for the financial risk about the risk that parents face investing in the child education. This research can help the policymaker or the educational institution to understand the financial challenges faced by the parents and develop the strategy according to that. Next contribution, this research highlights the importance of considering the demographic variables when developing the educational plan and investment strategy. Next one, the factor analysis result, whatever I have highlighted, the three factors can help to framework understanding how parents perceive and giving the importance to the investment in the child education. This analysis
It got muted. I'm unable to hear.
Yes, me too.
Yeah.
Sir, now you are able to hear me? Can I proceed further?
Your voice is not coming.
Audible now, sir?
Yes, audible. Not audible, sir. Your side voice is not coming.
Hello, sir.
That statement I have not made. Yes, sir.
Unfortunately, applications have no significant at all in this.
No, no, sir. It's equally important, but it's only highlighted like null hypothesis. So the other statement.
Every projects in each and every research.
Yes, sir.
There must be
Null and yes, sir.
an
Yes, sir.
alternative option available everywhere.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Result actually, while giving the result, I have given alternative is accepted or not. But while framing hypothesis, I have not.
Alternative.
Yes, sir.
options also, alternative.
Yes.
This also.
Yes. Yes.
It could also be given a view based on the.
Yes, sir.
research.
It's
I
already
think you have not mentioned that.
that I think I have
That
missed.
is one point.
Yes, sir.
Second point is, apart from having the different child investment options skills, I think mutual fund is very simple. Mutual fund share
Yes, sir.
mechanism.
Yes, sir.
As simple as in banking.
Yes, sir.
FD,
Yes, sir.
etc.
Yes, sir.
Right now, the post office investment plan is
Also, sir. Yes, sir.
some private industry also came into this field.
But yes, sir.
Which option do you think better?
Sir, according to the investors, still they are going for the fixed deposit only. And when I was directly contacting with the parents, they are telling like fixed deposit is a secure one, and on the time of maturity, I'll get the money. And fixed money, yes, sir. Secure money. So still, yes, so many products are there. Yes,
In
sir.
comparison to as what the features of taxation also.
Yes, sir.
In comparison to the inflation
Yes, sir.
and the return of
Returns
the
are
investment.
so they are
Taking the issue of the tax
Tax,
rebate
yes,
and
sir.
tax deductions. After 15 years or 16 years,
6 years. Yes, sir.
you are eligible to finish your things. Your choice of the investors, choice of the officers
Yes, sir.
for the child education and every child education needs after 15 or 16 years.
15
after
years.
having the 12
Yes, sir.
pass.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So fixed deposit is good.
Good. According to this principle, whatever responded with that, they were telling fixed deposit. And more or less, they are telling whichever funds are promoted by the financial advisor, they are taking that funds more.
But
So
in
it's-
your
it's-
research, what
Ah.
your opinion?
My research also the fixed deposit only has come in the first preference, sir.
And second offer?
Second option, they are like if sufficient funds are not there, then they will go for the loans. That is the second choice they are taking it. And then they are giving the preference to the mutual fund or LIC or some other. So like that, they are arranging the fund.
In your idea,
Yes, sir.
parents are generally attracted toward the investment of the child education or not, still not.
Now, sir,
Yeah.
now like child education, they are aware of, because my study is done in Bangalore, sir. So Bangalore parents, when I'm talking about, they are well aware. Okay, this all the institutions are there, but based on their ability to pay, accordingly they are choosing the education. So education has increased, and awareness among the education and importance of education has raised. So according to my study, that was very, very important.
Now ask Dr. Samantha Gupta's.
Yes.
Now I request Samantha sir to ask.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, audible.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, sir.
Thank you. This was a good exhaustive presentation. I thought of asking my first question, why you chose Bangalore as your as a city as your survey for your survey, but you have already mentioned in your last slide that you stay in Bangalore, so you have that is the natural reason for which you have. But can it be replicated in other cities, because you have taken it in a city, metro, non-metro, or tier 1, tier 2 like that? So similar kind of study, or can it be extrapolated for other cities as well?
So similar kind of cities, it can be at certain extent, but feature of Bangalore is entirely different from other cities. Like here, the lifestyle, expenses, and all is entirely different from other city. So at certain extent, it can be, but not fully.
Investors' perception, parents' perception, this will differ from city to city, and maybe.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Like when I'm talking about the perception of Ranchi parents, again, it will be huge difference between Bangalore and Ranchi. In that context, I'm telling it will differ, sir. So it cannot be generalized. Or the same type of city, it can be.
Similarly, my another question related to your survey is mostly your data collection was during the pandemic period. So I'm just asking about your personal opinion. Like, had there been no pandemic, so the perception or these responses of these respondents would have been different, or it would have been the same? This is
Mostly it could have been same only, sir, because none of the parents are compromising with the child education. Actually, arranging the fund for the child during the pandemic was very, very difficult because uncertainty. So many parents lost the job and all. So due to that reason, but investing in the children was the remains same.
No,
Before
but post pandemic, people have become more risk averse. Like
yes,
they
sir.
don't want to take any more risk. So maybe during pandemic you have taken that. What my perception is, maybe it would have been without pandemic scenario, the results could have been little different, if not entirely different. Because post pandemic, any general public or not only the parents, everyone has their this insurance perception has changed.
Yes, sir.
Any specific reason why you have used factor analysis in your study? Why not any other analysis?
Factor analysis, actually, I was just trying to find out which all are the related items, and I was trying to find out. I was trying to reduce the variables in my study. So, due to that reason, factor analysis was chosen.
But relative importance index and some other things also could have been used. Actually, this kind of studies, if you see relative importance index and these factors, they could give you a better result.
Yes, so relative importance index also, when I was doing a literature review, Nasa, so this kind of research, normally they were using factors and all. So based on the literature, I have chosen the analytical tool. So maybe in the future, I can use relative importance index or some other method like cause and effect. Also, I can use it, or I can proceed with the SCM and all. So other things can be done, sir.
Another question will be from my side, like in your literature, mostly you have used literatures or these authors from Pakistan, Sri Lanka, studies from Pakistan, Sri Lanka, or these Asian countries. But why not any other BRICS countries? Is it the dearth of literature about all other countries, or because Human Development Index, if you see SDI, in parameters, these countries or you, some other countries also have taken, those are very, they're lagging behind much, like they are nowhere nearing India. So like literatures, that there were dearth of literature.
Sir,
countries?
no, other countries' literature also have taken it, sir, but maximum literatures were related to Sri Lanka, Pakistan, and all. So other like USA also was taken, Korean countries also was taken into consideration. But maximum literature I was getting from this all. Due to that reason only, sir, I've taken.
So how many papers you have published out of your PhD research work so far?
So as of now, 3 papers I have published. One is under pipeline, sir. It's already given for publication, waiting for the results, sir.
Okay.
3 is already done. One shortly, I think I'll be able to publish it.
Okay. From my side, this much. Barik sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thanks.
No, I have no question at all. I'm satisfied with the presentations right now. This is good in August.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay,
But
sir.
my own suggestion is, whenever you guide your own students in your academic life,
Yes, sir.
alternative.
Yes, sir. I think somewhere I have.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
Now,
Thank you so much.
Miss Manisha Kumari is called Dr. Manisha Kumari.
So we can congratulate her, Dr. Manisha Kumar.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Satyendra sir, namaste.
नमस्ते नमस्ते
Hope you recognize me.
yes yes
It is almost 10-11 years.
Yes.
In between also we met, na? During 1 or 2 ViVa we met, yes, in ranch.
We have to be here, sir. In physical mode, so that we could have met.
Yes. I will come sometime again, but now we are passing through very tight schedules. I had to just adjust one of my lecture and come for this. And tomorrow there is an important meeting is going on, and lot of administrative responsibilities are there. So very difficult to take leave also and all. Thank you for allowing me to join online and conducting this ViVa. And I could see even I think Pallavi madam was there, Rumna madam there. I know all these people. Now they left. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Barik sir, can I leave now?
Yes, sir. You can have a class, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.